First started coaching, specifically teenagers in the beginning, it was always off the inspiration of natural conversations I would have with teenagers in school. As a school teacher myself, at recess and at lunch, these conversations just naturally started to flow. Now, I was a high school PE teacher, so naturally we spoke about life, we spoke about health, well-being, drug education, sex education. So that really set a tone for me on, talking to kids about real life scenarios. So for me, it wasn't just the classroom, it was recess and lunch that taught me a lot about teenagers. It was even my experiences on summer camps, my experiences in church youth ministry, my experiences coaching basketball. So you don't have to be a teacher in order to coach teenagers. You also don't have to be a teacher to become a coach or a speaker. Like, if you are a teacher, a coach, or a speaker in our market, or you have a skill set, you can enter the coaching space. We live in times now where you can do that. Now, of course, there's pros and cons to that. The coaching industry is very unregulated. Anyone can just enter and call themselves a coach. So the ease of entry is very simple and easy, but to stand out in the market, well, that's a little bit more challenging. So where I like to play is to help you guys leverage your existing skill sets. What do you already have results in? Are you a personal trainer and you want to enter the one-to-one coaching space? You want to take your existing business online? You want to maybe specifically focus on teenagers or parents? Or maybe it's another niche. But if you have an existing skill set, guys, you have a huge advantage in the space. You just need to decide whether that's going to be an advantage or not. Some people think, oh, I'm a school teacher, so I don't think I can coach. Guys, I have leveraged my university degree so much in this market. Being a teacher has given me a huge advantage over a lot of people who can't teach, because the skill set of teaching, it's an art form. You're facilitating on stage, you're speaking on stages, you're teaching content through social media. Guys, we are teachers. Utilize that skill set. You have a huge advantage over coaches who don't know how to teach from the stage. Yeah, sure, they're a coach. So yes, you will still learn the skill set of coaching, which I teach you inside our practitioner certification training. But for the most part, if you're a teacher, it's a huge advantage. If you're a speaker, remember, there's two sets of belief systems. One belief is an empowering belief, another belief is a disempowering belief. They're both made up beliefs. You've made it up. So why not choose the belief system that's actually going to serve you in this market? You get to decide and control this narrative, no one else. So you either need to decide whether that's going to be a disadvantage or an advantage for you in this space. You don't have clients? Not a problem. You become the first case study in your business. You have clients? Amazing. Build a portfolio of testimonials, of case studies. Remind people on how great you actually are. Because of course that comes from your brand and your authority. But you get to decide. Leverage your existing skill sets. I took what I learned from teaching, from youth ministry, from coaching basketball, even daily natural conversations with kids in my family. I'm one of 25 grandkids, and all of them are younger than me, besides my sister. And so conversations with kids every single day in my family, in my household. You don't need to be a teacher to make it in this industry. It will just give you an advantage if you are. You don't need to be a speaker. You can evolve into a speaker, which I also teach you guys in my Speak in Schools training. Once again, all of my trainings, for the most part, are linked in my shop. Just click the link down below, go check it out, snoop around. You just got to decide, is your existing experience going to hinder you, or is it going to give you an advantage? And control the narrative. You find the advantage. You create the lane. All right? You present the value. You toot your own horn from time to time. Like, you guys need to do that. Why on earth would I hire you if you aren't confident in your own ability and skill sets to hold me through my journey? Prospects, whoever they are, parents, people online, they don't just buy courses or programs, they buy the person. Specifically in the way I build my model, it's a personal brand that is running a one-to-one coaching model. So wouldn't it make sense for you to present your confidence online? That's usually the deeper work, the real work. Now, do you need to be perfect to run a business? Of course not, because there's an element of vulnerability that I will encourage you to sprinkle into your personal brand. But you got to toot your own horn from time to time. You got to remind your audience of like who they're working with. Of course I want you to work with me, and here's reasons why. That's why your social media content is really important. But it's all off the back of how I started this video today. Being yourself, natural conversations, day-to-day life scenarios. What do you have experience with? Either your own milestones or milestones you've helped your clients achieve, or teenagers, or anyone else you've been working with in your career. Remind them, hey, let me introduce you to Mary. Hey, let me bring you back to when I was this age. Let me talk to you about some personal milestones I've achieved in my fitness, in my life, in my marriage, in my parenting, right? In my faith. Like, guys, remember, we live in the time now where you can create any niche. You just need to learn to present the value. Remind people of why they should work with you, and then give them this platform of like, here are the results. I don't just want to teach you it. Let me remind you of how I'm living this every single day. So it's a delicate dance as always. Don't just market your clients. Of course, that's great. For sure, we need that. But remind your audience of how you're living, breathing, documenting what you teach. I am a living product of what I teach. I teach what I do. I document in real time my results. That's why you guys follow me. That's why you're so drawn to how I'm showing up in my content right now. The second I stopped trying to be a marketer and then just focused on demonstrating and how I live my life and bring you into my world and just be natural and be more myself than I ever have in my career, my content has become so much more polarizing and relatable, and honestly even more fun for me, because I'm not trying to market. I'm just living and breathing my content, and I'm taking you on the journey with me. So if I can do that and evolve my daily conversations from recess and lunch with students in my school job, like, I personally think there's no reasons or excuses as to why you can't do that, regardless of the niche that you want to play with inside your coaching business today. So whether you want to start or scale your one-to-one coaching, snoop around down below, check out my trainings. I've got other videos for you guys as well to play with. And then any questions, you can just ask those questions. I'm having fun nurturing you guys, and depending on the level you want to play at, it's very obvious how you can access me in my world. And if it's not too obvious just yet, we'll snoop around a little bit more and you can take a look of what I'm offering you guys as well. So anyway, just chilling here in Bali, having fun, and I'll talk to you guys soon.